As always, this is Norman motherfucking Davis, our musical conductor. Playing everybody in and out on that fucking wicked guitar. And let's see, we got a good show for you tonight, guys. Episode 10, Season 2. We're fucking making moves out here.
Yes, sir.
Our next week is going to be our 1-year anniversary here, coming up on like Monday or Tuesday. Big fucking deal, man. We've grown so much. We've upgraded. We used to be in a studio. Now we're in a fucking better studio, all right?
Fuck yeah, dude.
Somehow, ironically, the audio got better. That's all I'm going to say. So, you know, we're making improvements, guys. Wonderful things. It's amazing what you can do with some creativity. We got a good show, guys. We got a couple of familiar faces from last season. We got the very funny Dicey coming out later on tonight. Very hilarious. And we got another funny comedian, Aston Wallace, coming out as well. We got our first comedian tonight. And also from season 1, we got our first special guest coming out here in a minute, Mr. Willi High, Joe Willi High himself, with the fucking edibles and everything like that. I don't know what he brought with him. I'm fucking excited.
Get it, Willi.
And of course, guys, I'm really excited about our musical guest, Nomad Joe. Holy shit. I was listening to his shit earlier, and he is unlike anyone we've ever had before. You guys are in for a treat with Nomad Joe. Alrighty, so let's get this monologue out of the way. By the way, you might not recognize me now. I know I still look like my Kim Jong-un fade and everything like that. I got contacts.
Wow.
Big fucking deal, right? Yeah. Who knew I could put shit in my eye? It's really hard to do. My son started daycare this week, his first week of daycare. Really great. I'm so happy for him. Great to get him out of the fucking house. Me and his mom have alone time now. We're gonna work on the family. And the thing is, with having a kid hanging out with other kids, they're all drooling over each other. They're like fucking petri dishes, guys. They're fucking gross, okay? I'd rather have a white envelope with powder in it come from a terrorist in the mail. And it'd be a little less risky than a fucking drooling baby, okay? This kid got me sick again for the second time this year. I lost my sense of taste and shit. I was so fucking sad, man. Life is pointless at that point. Aww. And yeah, you know, eating things, right? And yeah, so you know, kids are gross. I'm really happy. You know, I'm over that sickness now. It's fucking gone. I'm done coughing, except for this kind of coughing. And speaking of big babies, DJ Khaled was in the news this week, guys. He said, he went on record saying that as a king, he doesn't eat pussy. Right? What the fuck? Yeah. I mean, I've listened to his music. He definitely sucks dick, okay? Another one! Maybe it's the fact that it smells like fish. You know, that's way too healthy of a food for him. He's not into that kind of thing. I understand, but fuck him. And then now the Met Gala was going on this week. I couldn't fit into that type of thing, and I mean literally. I don't fit into any of those clothes. It's a bunch of skinny people walking around being all pretty and shit. It's not my deal, man. I'd rather be smoking weed than looking all, I don't know. They look like drapes to me. They look like just a bunch of like really nice curtain people. And let's see what else going on. There was lava moving very through Hawaii, and it's usually not a big deal, except for, you know, with like social media and shit going on. They have to keep telling and warning these mainlanders not to get too close to it when they're doing selfies and shit. You know, which is like, it's like getting attacked by a snail. You know, it's like a killer snail. I mean, it's the same speed, but it's way more dangerous, and it's so stupid they have to warn them because they're doing fucking, I don't know, they must be flashing their titties like right next to a lava or something like that. Hopefully, all these like little Tay kids just go to it and melt and burn or something. That'd be nice. Speaking of slow-moving natural disasters. Rudy Giuliani, his first week as Trump's lawyer, he fucked up. He said a bunch of shit. He admitted that Trump used personal money, not campaign money, for hookers, which is somehow better. And then he went on TV this week saying that he looked up the facts about his own case that he's a lawyer for. after stating a few facts that he shouldn't have stated. But you know what? Trump's standing behind him. He's saying that, you know what, I like this guy. He's America's fucking mayor, and I hired him. Now he's really fucking up your case, pal. So good luck with that shit. I hope that really pans out for you. He says, I'm confident. Oh, yeah, so here we go. The confident thing, right, Eric? I keep fucking that up. Who was it that asked? Trump?
Giuliani was asked by George Stephanopoulos.
Yeah, if he's confident whether or not Trump would plead the fifth during the case. And he said, how can I be confident of anything? I don't know what the hell this guy's going to do next. I mean, he's my client, but I can't be confident of that. You know, and I'm sure I'm confident he's reaching for a fifth of whiskey, right? Is that what we said? Our Senate, the California Senator, Kamala Harris and Cory Booker introduced a bill for legalizing weed federally. Yeah, real big fucking deal. I'm excited about that. And you know, they found a statistic stating that blacks are 4 times more likely to get arrested with marijuana, which is kind of ironic because white people are 4 times more likely not even to know how to use that shit. They're too busy snorting coke all the time. And let's see, we're going to close it off. Usually we close it off with Jeff Sessions, but he hasn't said anything this week. He's public enemy #1, and he said that, you know, weed is bad or whatever. And then last week he went on record saying that they're going to start studying marijuana. And he hasn't said anything this week. I think he's still munching, guys. I don't think he's I'm sure he's still high as shit. They're really studying hard. I'm good for them. Alrighty, guys. Well, that's it right there. What do you say? Let's get this show started, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. He's been on before, and I'm glad to have him again. Make some noise, Willi High! Hey! Let's go! Holy shit, he's got a pie.
Willi High?
Willi High.
It's a marijuana pie?
It is an infused strawberry cheesecake.
Infused
strawberry.
Strawberry cheesecake marijuana pie. Alright, so in the whole fucking pie, how much would you say is in there? Milligrams.
Fucking loaded, man. I'm bombing that shit with some tincture and shit, man.
Really? Oh, shit. Like what, 1,000 milligrams? A couple thousand
Who
milligrams?
knows, man? I was just like, hey, let's get high.
You just fucking freeballed that shit?
Yeah, man.
Oh my god.
I don't know if I
Really?
can be measuring my shit. That shit gotta go to a lab to get tested if you don't read numbers.
This is what you've been up to since we last spoke. You've been making really gourmet shit.
Yeah,
I mean,
man.
I've been seeing it on your Instagram.
You know what? I had to stop doing the same shit everybody else was doing.
No, you don't make the
You
same
know what
shit
I'm
people
saying?
make,
Like,
man. You
the
make
shit
like...
the shit gets frustrating. I see people trying to make the same shit I make, and then like they have awful presentation.
Right.
Like, I mean, I drove over with this, so this doesn't look the best, but it tastes fucking awesome. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
sure it does.
So,
I'm gonna fucking... I
take
put
a
my
fucking
whole
piece.
face in it, but I don't have any napkins or anything.
Do it.
You don't have to do it. Okay.
Well, that's your size.
Oh! That's your size.
That one's yours.
This one's like, holy shit.
We got the what is this here? This is medicated caramel popcorn.
Whoa, Jesus.
I put it in a weed jar because it's medicated. I don't know if that makes any sense to anybody.
I'm eating shit off my hands, guys. What kind of a fucking host am I?
You know, we're gonna go to around the corner to the local store. We're gonna get some paper plates as soon as I leave here.
Yeah?
I'll
I'll
get
get
some
little...
paper plates because I went to the wrong side of town. I did a high thing, and he said,
Yeah.
he said, the studio is behind the Food for Less on Western.
Yeah.
If no one knows, do you know that all of the Food for Less is in LA? They're all from Western. You fucking don't know that. Drive up and down Western.
I didn't know.
The fucking South Bay. Yeah. Those are where all of the Food for Lesses are located, just in case you don't know. So if you tell me that I'm behind the Food for Less off Western, it's a crapshoot if I'm going to say, damn, which one?
Well, you found it. I'm glad you're here, man.
It's just like the third one down from where I was at.
Yeah, you could have ended up on Sunset or some shit.
Oh, I do have some information about Sessions, Trump.
What's going on?
Via one of my stocks I invested in, my marijuana stocks.
You're in marijuana stocks?
Aren't you?
I don't know.
Do you buy weed? Why don't you buy weed stocks?
Can you buy?
Yeah!
Is this like?
Stop! I have some Bitcoin marijuana stock as well.
Bitcoin marijuana.
Yeah, I have some of that.
How does it work? Like, does it grow and rise? Is it an investment? Is it in a certain business? I
Pay
mean,
dividends?
and it's in a certain brand or what? How does it work? I
Well,
mean,
you go to the dispensary, right?
okay.
You see the thousands of whatever. They have the extract guys. They have some edible guys or whatever. Anyway, all this shit is manufactured somewhere by some person high up on the scale, and they have a company, and that company probably has some stock on one of these stock exchanges or over-the-counter stock exchange.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so what you're doing, how you start? Did you start off small? Did you invest like a little chunk and then let it grow, and then you just keep that in there?
Every time I spent $20 on weed, I put $20 in my stock account.
Man, you are really responsible. All right, I am a fuck up. I don't know about all that, really. So you save like this, and
That's basically
it
my
grows.
savings account.
The stock itself grows every time you buy.
This is how I look at it. Would you rather have a savings account, or would you rather have a stock account and just sit your money there?
But can you ever use that?
I mean, cash out. What do you mean? Can I use it?
Yeah, and you don't always take it all out.
When it was legalized, beginning of the year, before Jeff Sessions opened his mouth, that 1 to 2 to 3 days where everyone was super happy, I was making like $500 a day.
Mind you, Trump himself said that he's not going to support Sessions in legal states, right? So whatever he says shouldn't matter here, right?
Sessions is done. Trump said he's going to champion the bill. You know, whatever that is. Hopefully, it's just one. What is she? Kamala? I can't say that shit. Kamala Harris? Is that what that shit is? I'm not from Africa. I'm from fucking America. I can't say that shit.
Yeah.
But you know, hopefully we get some shit done soon. It's hurting my stocks.
It has. So how's it been affecting you? What, every time they say something negative,
Every
people
time Sessions
sell?
opens his mouth, it's like a fire sale. It's like, sell everything. That shit falls like, you ever see that shit on Mad Money?
Right. Are they talking about weed on Mad Money now?
I'm sure, yeah, absolutely.
Really?
Like a
Holy shit.
couple of these people I follow, they're doing their press circuit. You know, they're all trying to champion this shit for a new cause.
And you're not just keeping it at edibles then. You're full in on this, aren't you?
Absolutely.
I mean, you are on the stocks, on your own business, and on the the federal shit as well. Like you're following the rule makers and everything like that. Because some of these growers, they don't even know what's happening on a
They don't,
day-to-day
man. They're probably
basis.
spraying their weed with Raid and shit. Who fucking knows?
And that's the thing about you, is that you grow the weed and the tinctures that you have here all from the shit that you made from yourself.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And so you know what's going on it. You know what not to put on it.
What's that? This
Yes,
is really
please. Oh my God, thank you.
good. I'm gonna pass this around.
Yeah, guys, Willi High, where can we find you online and everything?
You can find me on Instagram at Willi High, WILLI High, HIGH _ cafe.
And before we let you go,
Yeah.
I saw on your Instagram you're filming something.
Yeah. We're starting the new Willi High show. It's in promotion for the Willi High Cafe. It's going to be right here in Los Angeles off Jefferson.
Really?
Yeah, we're going to start doing pop-ups there every weekend.
That's
We're
cool.
going to have a paint and puff section, so come on down and you can get your smoke on. And we're going to have edibles, dab bar. You know, weed will be available. You know, you don't have to be like, oh, I don't have no weed.
And you're going to be filming your show out of there?
No. The show is going to be filmed at Grind or Die TV.
Okay.
So that's the production company that I run. People be like, oh, you do that too. I mean, you know, I got a lot of things going on. I'm schizo, so every person that I operate in here,
I didn't know you were
they have their own job.
Okay, holy shit, wow, man.
It's good to
Hey,
have
you
a
know
team of
what?
motherfuckers working on your shit, is all I'm saying.
You are your own team, right? and what's your show going to be about?
You know what? We did like 2 test runs, and I want to have it like it's kind of open form. Going to kind of have topics. Going to kind of talk about it. You know, have you ever seen like man rules and girl rules and all this shit on MTV?
Girl rules.
Girl rules is a fake man rules. You know, they just have to give the girl something to spin off.
Okay, and it's like some talk show shit.
We're
Like,
going to be talking about topics.
and it's just you. Like, are you gonna be introducing your product as well?
Absolutely. I'm going to have, you know, I'm going to run commercials during it and all that kind of stuff.
I like that, man.
Been
That's
shooting
really
a few
cool.
commercials, like I did my caramel popcorn commercial. I started the cheesecake commercial, but I'm not done.
I like the cheesecake, guys. This fucking cheesecake is to die for. We're gonna share it with everyone here.
Yeah, I gotta go get some plates. I don't know what I was thinking.
We're gonna grab some plates, ladies and gentlemen. Guys, make some noise for Willi High. He's a fucking killer. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so excited about this dude. Put your hands together for Aston Wallace! Yeah! Woo!
Did I just say that Trump's about to legalize weed?
He kind of said that.
He kind of. If Trump legalizes weed, are we Team Trump?
Oh.
Kanye and weed? Are we over? I don't know. I just want to talk about Kanye. Victor said I get to talk about Kanye later. I learned a lot from Kanye this week. I learned that I don't want to talk to white people about slavery. That's what I want. That's just not a conversation I want to have at all about anything. Like, it's not just the ultra conservative dude. It's not just him who's got all the extra facts. Like, Lincoln was Republican. The other countries had slavery. They didn't even have a civil war. Like, that guy's fine. He's racist. It's my liberal ass friends. They the problem. They want to tell me how upset I'm supposed to be about it. I think I understand how upset I'm supposed to be about slavery.
Get him.
Like, no, Aston, I don't think you do understand. My ancestors kidnapped your ancestors from their homeland. They separated mothers from their children. They raped them for 400 years. Like, are you bragging? Like, why are you smiling? Like, what?
God damn it!
I won't talk about this shit no more. I think I'm single. I think it's hard to know nowadays. Like, you ever be like dating a girl and you think it's going real good, and then you find out she got a boyfriend, and you that boyfriend, and you're like, wait, hold on, like, this ain't what I agreed to. How am I your boyfriend now? You always find out when you realize you don't want to be her boyfriend. Like, you at the bar or some shit, and she starts to fight with somebody, and you're like, bitch, chill. Like, what's up with... And she's like, my boyfriend might have a problem with this. And you're like, that nigga's here? Like, wait a minute. Why'd you tell me? I like being in a relationship, though, because being single is dangerous. Like, last year I dated a girl with herpes. Listen, this isn't an anti-herpes joke. I know we're in a garage right now. Someone has herpes. Like, I'm not coming at you. It's fine. Live your life. Like, this is I've tried this joke other places. It's tested positive for herpes. So, like, I dated this girl, and she was like hot, like, she's beautiful, like smart. She was funny and hot, like too hot, like one of those like, why are you with me? And she was like, I have herpes. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's why it was the herpes that dropped the bar. That's how we got here. But here's like what I found out about dating someone, or like being interested in somebody who like has all the qualities that you want, that has herpes. You become an expert on herpes. You're just like, wait, how bad is it? Like, can I do this? Like, what are the symptoms? Turns out herpes isn't that bad. Like, I don't have it, but I read about it, and they really don't have that outbreak. They don't always pass it on to people. If they have an outbreak, it's not that bad. And it turns out the worst symptom of having herpes is telling people you have herpes. That's just the worst part. Hey, I got. That's just painful, I guess. My niece tried to have me write a joke for her because none of my jokes were appropriate for children. She's 8 years old, and she was like, Aston, like, can I come to one of your shows? And I'm like, no. She was like, can I watch one on YouTube? And I was like, no. And she was like, well, you got to write me a joke then. So I was like, all right, fine. It took me 8 months to come up with a kid joke. I thought it was good, so I hit her up and on the FaceTime, and I'm like, hey, I got a joke. She's like, all right, what is it? She was like, I was like, what does a person in Tokyo do when they have a cold? They Japanese.
Yeah.
I thought it was great. Like, it went off in my head. She shit on it. She was just like, that's a terrible joke. You're not funny, Uncle Aston. I've got better jokes than that. I was like, give me your fucking jokes then. And so she's telling me her little 8-year-old jokes and shit, and I'm like not taking them easy. Like, I'm not a good uncle. Like, I'm shutting this shit down. So her first joke is like, what did the wall say to the other wall when they wanted to hang out? And I was like, meet me at the corner. It's a dumb joke. Like, shut up. She was like, all right, fine. Like, what did the ocean say to the beach that was his friend? I was like, it waved. She was like, damn it. Like, you know, like, it's a stupid ass joke. So the next one, she's like, all right, why did the guitar instructor get arrested? I was like, why? She was like, for fingering a minor. And I was like, bitch, what? Like, hold on.
Shit.
Put your father on. Put your dad on. Who's what's going on in that house? She writes my jokes now. That's my joke right now. Love that girl. I be getting mad about like I don't get that mad about like all the racism on TV. Like I get specifically mad just about like token characters. Like I just don't like when they put black people in a show that they don't belong in. Like they did one last year and it was a black dude and a white dude, they friends, and they get a time machine and they go back in time to kill Adolf Hitler. Not our mission. That's just not. I'm not going back in time to kill the black man. My problem started before 1930s. Like we're either going all the way back into the 90s to kill, like, say Biggie and Tupac. Like those are the only places I'm going. Fucking 30s, 40s. The fuck out of here. Still looks like if I go back in time to kill Adolf Hitler. Like I go in the time machine, go to the 1930s, kill Hitler, come back to America, and I'm like, hey y'all, I just killed Hitler. They're like, that nigga just say killed a white man? Like, that's all that's the whole conversation. He pleaded my case like, no, he was about to kill the Jews and the homosexuals and the handicapped. And like, you can tell that shit to the rope. I ain't like them Jews that much anyway. Like, America wasn't a good place back then. Like, none of us were safe.
That's true.
Don't put me in that show. I don't be listening to white rappers. I tried to. Like I should listen to white rappers. I feel like it's racist of me to not even give them a chance. But I gave him a chance. Like Eminem came out in like 1998, and all my friends were like, "Aston, you gotta listen to this dude Eminem. He's fucking amazing. Like you're not even gonna believe this dude's white. Like he might be the best rapper ever. You gotta hear this dude." And I was like, "Oh shit, word!" Like, let me give this white dude a chance. And I like got the single and I put my headphones on and I hit play and it was like, "Hi!" And I was like, "Nope." I absolutely believe this motherfucker's white. Like, what are you talking about? This is not how we start our music. Man. I don't know. Somehow I live downtown. And somehow this alley has less homeless people than like my apartment, which is dope.
Yeah. Woo! Right.
I like homeless people though, man. I fuck with homeless people. I got homeless friends. Like if you live around a bunch of homeless people, you gotta have a homeless friend. Then you know where he stays and he don't know where you live. Like he can't know where you live. Just like don't give money to anyone who knows where the entrance to your building is. That's a permanent friend. But do give them money. Don't just give them food and shit, man. Like, don't be that dude that's like, I'm not gonna get this dude food. I'm not gonna give him money. He's just gonna spend it on drugs. Because that's short-sighted. Because you give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day. But if you give him money for crack, he ain't eating for like 2-3 days. So that crack will hold you over.
Crack.
All y'all must have smoked crack before. Y'all got that joke too much. All right. Do I get a light here? I'm high right now. I'm on the High Tonight show.
Yeah!
No, for real, this show's great, man. I've been wanting to be on this for a minute, and I got here, and they weren't playing around. They just immediately started passing blunts around. I was like, all right, this set'll work. Yeah. And it's like, you want hash? I was like, no, thank you. Like, what are we doing here? Are we professionals or not? Gonna hit this heroin real quick? For sure. Like, yes. Yes, I'm here for the party. All right. I'm done my set.
All right, guys, Aston Wallace! Let's go in.
Stan, you'll have a chair?
All right, go ahead.
Nah, I stand the whole time.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah, I thought
It's
you had
only an
a stool
hour
or
show.
something
No,
back
I don't
there.
give a
Yeah,
shit, man.
alright.
I just lock my knees and stand. That's probably not
Alright.
good. I'm like a fucking ostrich back
I'm
here.
comfortable. Don't worry.
All right,
I'm
man.
comfortable.
We got to break it down right now. Kanye West.
Kanye West.
Me and you, I feel, are on the exact same page.
We'll see.
All right. You're still behind him, right?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
We're still fans.
I'm still for sure a fan.
All this shit he said, everything he's doing, the hat, I'm still into it. Like,
I mean,
I
I'm
don't
not
agree.
gonna say I'm not gonna say I'm into it, right?
I don't
right.
agree.
I don't agree.
I love his work still.
Yeah, he's a fucking
Poopty
musical artist.
Scoop?
Poop is fucking amazing. You put that shit on earlier, I was tapping.
Dude, I listen to it on repeat. I don't give a
I've listened
shit.
to it a
I
lot.
show my son when he's shitting. Like, it's good for toddlers. You know, it's fucking. It's just good for.
Poopity scoop.
Yeah, poopity.
Yeah,
Like
how
when
many
you're
kids are
changing
gonna-
your cat litter,
There's
all
gonna
that
be
shit.
kids like growing up, like as they're like 3 and 4, like they have to like, I got a poop diddy scoop. We're
Yeah.
like, that cute. He just eat like.
And it's not a serious thing. That's the thing is people are like, oh, he's insane. No, that is a tongue-in-cheek song.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah, like
fucking
anyone-
grow up.
yeah.
Everyone's
I
acting
listened
like
to the
this is-
radio.
yeah.
And they were like, they played it,
Mhm.
and they were like, "Is he trolling us?" And I'm
If,
like, "Are you
if the
like?
whole
Of course he's trolling
album,
you."
listen, if the whole album sounded like that, then yes, lock him up again, put him away again.
For sure, I'm
You
out.
know?
I'm out. If the music sucks, I'm out.
But that's just one song. It's a fucking skit.
And it's a, yeah.
And despite that, you have to like, he designed from the ground up the beat, didn't he? I mean, like the whole
Yeah.
thing is him.
Oh, and he whipped it together in a day.
And
Like he just wanted to fuck with Ebro, right? So Ebro, you know, takes that interview and then kind of shits on Kanye, and then so Kanye was like, "Oh, you got your little scoop." Takes a day and puts together a little whoop diddy scoop song, and
Who's,
the shit
okay,
bangs.
now clue me in. Who's Ebro? What's
He's the fucking radio DJ, and like he's the one that Kanye first talked to on the phone.
Mhm.
He's the first one to be like, Kanye said he loves Trump, and Kanye's on opioids. So he just like kind of came out and like spilled all the shit on Kanye, and then like shit on him,
Mhm.
and so. That song.
And that song was a release in response to
he
that.
said like, yeah, he tweeted like, I'm putting a song out for Ebro called Lift
And so
Yourself.
that's where the scoop-
And that's the song. You got your scoop. Poop diddy scoop.
Scoop.
It's brilliant. It's
I didn't
fucking
realize
brilliant.
that.
He put it together in a day.
And see, that's the thing that he's doing. It's like the entirety of it. Every single word is a performance, which is what's making people uncomfortable.
I mean,
because
right. So like, I don't want to like
he's
listen,
using the entire
I-
world.
Right. He's using the whole world. He's doing it kind of brilliantly. I mean, he might not be able to
The
come back
last
from it. Like,
person
the
who
music
did
has
this
to be
shit
ridiculous.
was Kaufman, right?
But Kaufman didn't even have as much on the line as fucking Kanye West.
And he wasn't
the whole
as-
world wasn't like listening to Kanye. He was like Andy Kaufman wasn't being like, I'm talking to this president because this president was mean to me.
But like he's
that's
doing
what-
that thing where like you don't know where the fucking joke ends. Like it never ends. You know, his life. He is such a character that he's involved.
I'll say this: I
himself
really
in.
don't think that much of it is performance.
Really?
I think Kanye is completely raw
Is it-
emotion.
Is it raw? Is
I
it
think
not
it's
as
raw.
calculated as you'd hope it'd be?
Not even as I'd hope it be. Like he's just, you know, like yay be yay.
He's just
he
maybe
goes
off the
shit.
wall and the things he does
Yeah,
say.
that nigga's just out there talking, and
So
people
how
are trying to
about-
like direct it, and he's just like, all right, whatever.
Tell
like,
me
that
what
nigga-
your
he's-
opinion on the slavery bit was then. Like,
I don't have an opinion on that.
not at all.
No, I don't.
I'm not allowed.
I mean, I
to.
have a large opinion on it.
Yeah.
I have a serious opinion on it. Like it's, I think it was him being inarticulate. I think it was more irresponsible of us to make such a big deal out of what most of us knew to be an inarticulate statement. And I think it was really us that pushed that statement all day. So every headline I see says slavery was a choice, slavery was a choice, slavery was a choice. And I'm going, well, who's branding that into people's head? Him saying it once or us saying it like a billion times?
And like,
So we ask him to be responsible because we know we're irresponsible. And so that's how I
yeah.
feel
See,
about it.
that's what it is. Like he's a fucking artist. He's not
Yeah.
a speaker. He's not the things he says. They're so rash and emotional, and it's it reflects on his art.
Yeah, so like instead of us being, most people I talk to go like, listen, I know he might have meant something else, but he needs to be responsible for what he says. And I'm like, oh, I kind of get that.
He's not that
but
person.
I don't get to ask that of him because
Yeah.
I'm wanting wild shit out of his music, and I get it every time. So I gotta let him be the crazy motherfucker he's gotta be to get my shit out of here. Like,
That's
I'm
what
like,
it
I don't.
is. You have
I'm
to
not,
accept that
yeah,
part of
I'm not
somebody.
going to him for what I think about the world. I can figure that out on my own. Like I don't, you know what I mean?
And all this is despite what he does and says. You know, like I will be the first to say that I don't like him as a person. I wouldn't hang out with him as a friend.
I'd hang out with him tomorrow all day.
No, I can't.
I would get in an apartment
try
with
to
this
save
nigga and
him.
just be
I
like,
mean,
let's figure this shit out, man.
When he
Let's be
talked about
homies.
like getting liposuction, I'm like, man, you need some friends or something.
He was
Like, why?
insecure, man. He's surrounded by the wrong people. That's
He's
why we would hang
definitely-
out, because I would help him.
Doesn't he know that liposuction's weird though? Like it doesn't. It's all lumpy and shit. It doesn't even. I'd rather be fat.
They probably
and
have
smooth.
a really good liposuction people. I'm
Yeah,
sure the
I don't
Kardashians have
know.
like the best liposuction.
No, they always look fucking weird, man. And I'm really
only for like a
sad
few
that he did
days
that.
and then it
Yeah.
settles out.
I don't know.
Yeah,
They
I'm
take
fine,
the
like-
fat from your gut and
He's
put it in
being,
your
but like,
ass.
who else is doing that? There's people out there like denying all day that they've ever had anything done. No one asked this nigga if he ever had liposuction.
He just
And
told everybody.
he just wanted.
did
He was
just
like, "Look,
tell
this is what I'm
everybody.
going through,
It's
nigga.
so
I'm broke.
true.
I had liposuction. Like, there's not a method to this shit. He is just
And
Kanye
that's
will
the
just
thing.
be honest with you all day.
Is that true that he's broke? I mean, is it?
I ain't broke. What's broke?
What is it?
What is
exactly. I think the richer you get, the more you're in debt, right?
I learned
It's
that
all
from,
like,
I learned that from the fucking president. Like, I've hated Donald Trump since I was like 9 years old. This dude went bankrupt, and I like turned to my dad. I was like, "Oh, so that rich guy's poor now?" And my dad's like, "No. Like that guy's still, that guy's still super rich." And I was like, "Well, nothing makes sense."
It
And like,
doesn't.
yeah.
Because the richer you are, the more you're allowed to be in debt.
Right.
Like, so
and my dad
the-
was like, "No, they'll let him borrow another $200 million."
Right,
And grow
right.
up. And I was like, "This doesn't make sense."
It seems the way it works is like if you make thousands of dollars, we'll let you be thousands in debt. And you make millions, we'll let you be millions. It just keeps going.
Yeah.
They don't fucking mind. So poor people, they're not allowed to have
So
that.
like,
'cause
is
they
Kanye
start-
poor? I seen Kanye's house. That nigga don't look poor.
Doesn't
like,
seem
he looked,
like
yeah,
it.
yeah. So I seen his cars.
One of them's doing something.
Yeah.
It can't just be Kardashian
What
money.
does money even mean?
What I'm excited about is his next album, man.
That's all I'm excited about. That's all I care
Right?
about.
Because
That's all I'm
each
here
of
for.
them reflect phases in what he's going through. You know, I was excited about. I jumped on Twisted Fantasy. Right, that was
Right.
when his mom died. That was his. That was what
And,
that
like,
mode was.
One
That
of
whole
the,
album.
like top 5
God
albums in
damn.
hip hop history, maybe
Oh.
album history.
The first time I ever ate an edible, I listened to that album right there. I went to a mall somewhere in Texas and I floated around for 8 hours.
Were
It
you
was
like
wonderful.
headphones?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and I was gone in it, man. And so from there, he went into what was it? After that, I was excited because he was gonna be a father for the first time,
Mhm.
right? And so there was that album, and then from there, he went into being a god, right? Like that's what this.
And I was like here for it.
That's
Like,
where we're at right there.
You
know?
gonna do a show where you climb down from a mountain as though you were a god and actually have God come out? Sure,
And
Kanye.
no
I'm
one
here
gave
for
him credit for that mask, that fucking
yeah.
that mask that he designed. Holy shit!
Yeah.
It was like a superhero
He
type
wore
thing.
that shit a little bit too long during the show though. I went to that concert and I went to like the first one that they had in LA. And like obviously I'm like high as shit at this concert, right? And so I'm like getting in my head as he's up there for half the show with a mask on. I'm like, I swear to God that's not Kanye West on the stage. I'm like, that's not him. And I convinced everybody around me that it wasn't him.
It's
on the
kind of
stage.
scary, right? You're not
Yeah.
sure.
And then like maybe like an hour and he took that shit off. And I was like, that's cool for like the first like 30 minutes, maybe.
It must be
15,
comfortable. I know it's expensive. Those are
That,
probably
that shit was
real
not
ass
comfortable. It
diamonds.
looked like that fucking
It's
high.
probably not, man. So, all right, let's talk about you for a minute.
Oh
before we
yeah,
go.
oh yeah. I'm here.
You're Ashton.
Yeah.
This is Aston Wallace.
Yeah.
And I mean, I always, yeah, you're a fucking cool ass dude. I mean, you got
That'd be
anything coming up you want to talk about?
I got the Surly Goat. We call it Surly Comedy at the Surly Goat on Santa Monica and Fairfax. That's Tuesdays, the third Tuesday of the month.
Okay.
8 o'clock. Nice
Cool.
patio show for summertime. They got good beers, the best beers in the city, really. Got like all the Pliny's and all that shit.
No
yeah,
shit.
It's really good beer. They got like really good beer.
Well, where's that at?
Santa Monica and
Up there somewhere.
Fairfax.
Santa Monica, Fairfax.
Yeah.
Hollywood.
And what else? That's it. I should be like releasing a sketch soon or something. I don't know.
You doing
I
a
don't
sketch? You do
understand.
sketches and shit?
I don't really.
Tell me about yourself, man. I mean, anything. I don't even know where you're from.
I'm from
Was it
Philly. I'm
Philly,
a
right?
Philadelphian. Yeah, I'm a new champion. I got the John shirt on. You can see that.
That's what they say.
Say
over
John
there.
on my shirt.
Everything is John.
Yeah. I mean, you posted that shit the other day.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and I like did not like the context of that. He like posted this like you know what a John is in Philly. It's like a word for like kind of anything. and you posted something that was like it's like a butterfly or some shit, and the girl's like, "Is that a John?" And it's like in Philly, everything is a John, and I was like, "No, first of all, the question isn't is that a John, because it is a John. Like everything is a John. Like it's like, what is that John? Like it's not. Is that a John? Of course it is. Like is that a thing? Everything's a thing. Everything's a John. It's never a question."
Oh, I see. So then, what would you say to the butterfly? Like,
what is that John?
what is that, John?
What is that John?
I see.
Yeah.
Memes, guys.
Fucking
All right.
memes. Yeah, so I like memes. No, so yeah, for Philly, I got a show. I'm a lawyer.
You're not a lawyer.
Yeah.
You're a fucking lawyer?
Yeah.
Like a lawyer? Like you know laws and shit?
Yeah.
like Daredevil?
Yeah, like to the point
Like
that-
Daredevil?
Like smoking.
Like you're Daredevil that can see and shit. Like
Yeah,
you,
yeah, basically.
You could fucking help me out
I'm like
with
the
some
Daredevil of comedy.
shit? Did you study this shit? Did you
Yeah.
How do you, is the whole, you call everything a John whenever you're in court?
Yeah, basically. I haven't slipped and done that yet, but I'm ready for it to happen one day.
Wow, you represent people?
Goddamn lawyer!
No, you represent pets.
I mean, yeah.
You got cards and shit. You work at Wallace and Wallace.
No. I'm like independent, so I'm like I probably just killed like 3 jobs.
And what's your specialty?
Marijuana, fucking other shit.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
man. And what do you? I mean, you
Definitely should not. Like I gotta make my Instagram.
don't. All right. I'm glad I know. Holy shit, guys! Make some noise for Aston Wallace. That was fucking awesome. Yeah, dude. All righty, please, ladies and gentlemen, Nomad Joe. So I got sick mark here.
All right, everybody, how y'all doing tonight, man? I'm gonna go ahead and do this real quick. Warm up. Safe. Shit just ain't safe. Too many fake niggas all up in your face. Bitches say they on the die, nigga, all they want is escape. He acting like he cool, but he wanna take your place. Why you trying to finish first? You only run into your grave, man. This shit just ain't safe. Hey, shit just ain't safe. Too many fake niggas all up in your face. Bitches say they on the die, nigga, all they want is cake. He acting like he cool, but he wanna take your place. Why you trying to finish first? You only run into your grave, man. This shit just ain't. Alright, man. I wanna thank y'all for letting me come out here tonight, man. Woo! You already know, man. This is boy Nomad Joe. You can catch me at Nomad Joe 13 on Instagram. About to go ahead and spit this. You can turn that up a little bit if you want to. At first off, drinks up for the real niggas. Boy, put your cup down, you ain't a real nigga. You end up and making muffins and cupping these hoes. When you not around, somebody's real in them. I wear a Michael Jackson jacket, boy, I'm thrilling them. Even if I was a nigga, quad, you couldn't deal with them. You think you sick, I got the answer, nice feeling them. Treat them like jazz, throw them out, Uncle feeling them. Cause I'm not feeling them. It's alright, it's foggy, plus he act like somebody, but don't know nobody. But I highly suggest that you up and be out. Cause the crowd that's around me, they love to get rowdy. And you all so predictable, caught up in bullshit, you missing the principle. And your feelings, I thought this was visible. Now I'm the tape on the side of the river, bro. I can't be mad at you, that's just what women do when they don't got a clue. And a couple of niggas around them is goons. Boy, set up is lurking, man, don't be a fool. Be the best of your interest to get on up out of that space. Whatever you do, it could be your last move. So just pack the fuck up and just get far away, cause this shit just ain't safe. And shit just ain't safe. Too many fake niggas all up in your face. Bitches say they on the die, nigga, all they want is cake. He acting like he cool, but he wanna take your place. Why you trying to finish first? You only run into your grave, man. This shit just ain't safe. Shit just ain't safe. Too many fake niggas all up in
about to do this thing. Am I on? Yeah, alright, cool. So, this one right here, I'm bad. I'm about to try and do this for y'all. You can turn this one up, I'm gonna need this one up. Alright.
Hello 911 operator, I don't mean to interrupt your day, but would you please grab the resuscitator or the defibrillator and head on my way? Cause I've been checking but I don't feel no heartbeat, and it's like this ice block where my heart used to be. I can turn no temperatures, inferno, but I got chills and burns. My feelings hurt, I can do shit about it, that's what feel the worst. Vision blurred, but still emerged from within the herd. First I gotta make a real perverse, preferably so I can heal this hurt. Black rag, my pants sag, I'm feeling rad. You can say your praises and compliments, because I'm bad to the bone. Tumbleweed on the road. I hit the freeway, riding from dusk till dawn. I used to be Mr. Friendly, a gully to ride. Yeah, they put the good die young in this game called life. They so I'd rather be bad, like I'm like Tyson, Jordan, or Jackson. I'm talking bad, like child support before taxes on me. Damn, like these pieces with foreign accents only, attracted to a pocket full of cactus. Damn, macho, only I know well like Kanye. Try to swim in this shark tank, it's coming out of real context. Showing what everybody did not say. Ain't too busy worried about Kanye. What Trump say, look at the fuck, man. I'm trying to wake up down in the context. I'm Steph Curry with it, I'ma take a long take and switch up the context of when my song play. Every sound that you hear is all fake. Like damn, little homie came a long way. And these voices in my head, they always cuss so loud. Say I'm one bad mother, shut your mouth. I guess it's cause I'm bad. To the bone. The tumbleweed on the road. I hit the freeway, riding from dusk till dawn. I used to be Mr. Friendly, a gully to ride. Yeah, they put the good die young in this game called life. They so I'd rather be. I used to get picked on in elementary. As I got older, I ain't let that BS get to me. Life's a Rubik's Cube, but once I solved the mystery, family talent and wealth, but some of the things seeming to stick with me. I'm doing this for the men, women, and the children. Turn off your televisions, watch me televise my visions. I'ma kill them till these raps is all gone. And after that, that's if a saxophone will blow. And it sound like I see I actually play the saxophone. Sorry, I didn't have it tonight. This is what you play. Hey! Because I'm bad to the bone. The tumbleweed on the road. I hit the freeway, riding from dusk till dawn. I used to be Mr. Friendly, a gully to ride. Yeah, they put the good die young in this game called life. They so I'd rather be bad. Alright, man. Thank y'all very much for the time, man. Your boy Nomad.
Yeah! Woo! Nomad Joe, ladies and gentlemen.
Got it, Joe.
Oh, that shit was fire. I was waiting for you to come back for it, man. Holy shit.
All right, man.
Woo! All right. Let me catch my breath. That second song you whipped out, man, was so fucking different. You know, I'm from Texas. I haven't heard anything like that since I've been from Texas, man.
Really,
like, that's what it reminded me of.
That's
you know,
what's
some
up,
like
bro.
some old Western shit.
That's what's up.
Like, it sounded like a dude, like an old white dude came out like, I'm bad! Hey, and it's you, though,
Hey,
man.
bro, I appreciate
That white dude stole that style from an old black dude.
That's this is true, man. That's that old soulful shit, like to say bad like that with that feeling and emphasis, man. I dug that shit.
I
So
appreciate it, brother.
we were mentioning before that you wanted to make a point of how your music differs from what's going on right now. Because I mean, tell me about it. Like your style. Explain.
Right. So basically, all I'm on right now is basically a movement called religion. Okay. So you have religion, but this is real religion. So you gotta add the A in there. Okay.
Okay.
It can't be
all right.
So basically what you have is all these different religions that are basically division.
Right.
So my real religion is just saying that if you love people and you respect the person next to you, and even somebody that you don't think of people on levels, it's not you're beneath me or I'm above you, there's none of that, and you help the person that's next to you and you do basically everything that they're supposed to be doing without the division, then you're a part of the religion and you just don't even know it.
I like that.
You know?
And so with that comes in your music, you that reflects in how you write.
Definitely. When it comes into my music, man, that's all it's about is just love, peace. How can I get that out there? You know what I'm saying?
I recognize that you weren't talking about anything in particular like money or like, you know, clothing or jewelry.
I definitely don't do that. I try and keep on a conscious level, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to that. I do have on a chain tonight.
And who's this right here?
This person right here. I like to think of that as me, but you know, it's just, hey, you know what I'm saying?
Show the camera. That's nice.
Yeah.
Shit.
Woo! Yeah, man. I wish I could have got that as me. You know what I'm saying?
That's some Egyptian shit.
Yeah, man.
Egyptians were Africans.
It's all mad Kanye, man. It's all the whole message, the piece. You know what I'm saying? It's all very Kanye.
Very Kanye. Very Kanye.
Kanye.
So as a musician, as an artist, how do you? Yeah, you mentioned them in some lyrics. You know, I liked it that we're distracted. It was it.
Yeah, man. I feel like Kanye is just a great as promoter for himself. I mean, like,
but ultimately it's not something that should be a priority. I understand,
man.
that.
I mean, like he said, man,
it's
I'm
entertainment
100%
for me.
with you, man. Like, people make too much of stuff, and that's just what the media does. The media
and we feed into it. It's so energizing. You know, it's something to really latch on to. Something real solid, you know, for the average person. Like, but at the end of the day, it's not like. It is distracting a bit, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
So with your style, this isn't just straight rap.
Nah, not at all.
What is the genre?
Honestly, I don't like to consider myself in a genre. That's why the name Nomad Joe, Nomad Drifter. I go kind of all over the place. That's why those first two songs, pretty much, even though they were both considered, I guess you would say, hip hop. They both sounded completely.
The second one for
different.
sure
differs
on its own with that, with what you got going on there. I mean, I haven't heard.
There's mad range in that. That was like 3 different styles, like 3 different niggas. Cause if I heard that on the radio, like, right, and then that was Nomad. This one's Joe. They brothers. And that's the light skinned one.
He's his own feature in this.
Yeah, for sure.
You know?
Basically, I try to do that, man. I try to not limit myself into a box because a lot of people ask you, well, what's your style? And I mean, I've been kind of all over the place, man. I've been doing music a long time, so.
And it ranges.
Yes,
so
sir.
you go into rock as well, right?
I love rock, man.
Man, and that's it. And so a couple of them coming up, they're more like that. I mean, guys, I'm really excited to show you.
Have you ever heard the expression white ears?
No, what
white
is
ears. See?
White ears?
White ears.
White ears?
Ears, as in listening.
All right.
Okay, see, I grew up in the hood in Kansas City, Kansas. Okay?
Yeah, like Caucasian ears.
Yes,
Mayonnaise.
Yeah. So, what they say when you listen to a lot of pop or rock and roll and stuff is that you have white ears. They say that's what you like to listen to is the white people stuff. So, I heard that a lot growing up. And
They told you that?
Yeah, they told me I have white ears all the time.
Ashton, do you have white ears?
I mean, I got ears. Like, I remember my uncle came up to me once, like, hey, man, just turn that white shit off. And I was like, this is Pharrell. Like, this is any other
Is that white?
But
Pharrell ain't white.
No, he's not. That's just like my uncle was like, there was a fucking guitar in it. So my uncle was like, turn that white shit off.
That's
like,
white?
Again, back to whoever was playing that guitar stole that shit from some old black.
So some rock, some guitar.
So no, I won't call it white ears.
That's white stuff.
Still our music.
Country kind of. Yeah, okay.
So, yeah, man, I basically just started fucking with them and stuff, and then I started doing a lot of rock and roll type music, and then it ended up actually being like rock and roll music, so it wasn't like too hip hop infused, but I do infuse a lot more hip hop nowadays, but I can still go all the way rock, like scream and everything.
And like I said, guys, that second song was just a peek of what that's gonna be. I mean, he's gonna have a wrap up here at the end, and he's got 2 more coming for you, and they're just, I mean, like I was saying, I was telling Ashton, they remind me of like early 2000s Disney, you know, like some fucking like like whenever it was summertime and the movie was about to come on, like that shit, and the kids are like jumping over the fucking oh, I was like, it's about to pop off. Yeah. I don't know what's about to show. How long you been like writing, performing the entire thing here?
Oh man, I wrote my first song I wrote was at 11 years old.
Okay.
Me and my friends had I don't know, do you remember the Fisher Price little tape recorder that they used to have?
Yeah.
So we had that right there, and we had the PlayStation, and we had the WWE Attitude Game, and we used the intros for the wrestlers as the beat. And me and a couple of homies, we recorded on that Fisher Price tape. I wish we still had that tape.
Wow. And how old were you at that time again?
I was 11 years old at
11.
that time.
Do you think that shit was fire?
I'd like to hear it.
Do you really want to find it?
Honestly, it was still as hot as much as the stuff I'll be hearing on the radio right now.
I feel that, man.
Yeah, man.
And so, is there anybody right now that you look to as like not necessarily inspiration, but you respect their work? I mean, what's going on there?
And honestly, it's funny, man. But Eminem.
Eminem's still going.
Eminem, Tech Nine.
He hasn't done drugs. Yeah. Eminem's been sober. That's the thing about him, you know.
Excited on the Tech Nine.
The Tech Nine, yeah.
Well, you know, I'm from Kansas City, Kansas, so you know he's right across the water. So I mean, it's just seeing him do everything that he's done is very inspirational.
I like that.
Yeah, man.
Is there anything you wanted to promote or bring up? I think you had a website you wanted to
yeah, definitely, man. You guys can. Excuse me. That's the weed.
That's that
weed. What is this weed that you got me on? Is this that shut the fuck up?
Yeah, man. It's that shit.
Nah, man. So you can go to www.bullram.com. That's 2 M's, bullram.com. And if you hear any song on there that you like or any song tonight, you can download it for free. All my music is available for free. I'll just ask that you donate, buy a t-shirt.
That's cool, man.
If you see me in person, grab a lighter, grab a wristband, and yeah, come holla at me. And if you an artist wanting to collab, definitely hit me up, bullraminc@gmail.com.
Wow, man. You got some like videos and shit online?
Yes, definitely. You can go on YouTube. That first song that I did, Safe, I have a video to that one right there.
Cool.
And I did that back in my hometown in Kansas City, so you can see how we kick it down there.
Nice, man.
Literally kick it. It's like a kickball game going on.
Is that thing? I haven't seen it yet. I want to check that out.
Man,
That's badass,
dope,
dude. Well, thank you again for coming out. Guys, make some noise for Nomad Joe. Kill that shit. Let's bring out our next comedian. Alrighty, here we go. Make some noise for Dicey! Yeah!
Garage, I got a piss. They ain't got no toilet. But they do have free weed. Thank you, Hot Tonight Show.
Thanks for the weed.
I've been here before. Still don't have a job since the last time I was here. I don't have pajamas either. I just sleep in all the t-shirts from all the jobs I got fired from and shit. You know? That's how you know it's a bullshit ass job in the first place if it's a t-shirt involved. Y'all, okay, so here's the worst part about finding a new job. Getting to know a whole new group of white people at your new job. Because white people are like a box of chocolates. Most of them suck.
Because we were sweet.
No, they gotta warm up to you. They treat you like a pit bull. They have to warm up to you. It takes a while. I just want to know where the place on the application is where we put what we expect out of this bullshit ass job. You know what I mean? Like, is there even a secure place for me to smoke a blunt on my lunch break? It's crazy. Finding a job. They ask questions they don't want honest answers to in these interviews. What are your core values? All right, core value number 1, smoke weed every day, sir. Core value number 2, only pop it for the real niggas. These are my Am I hired or nah, sir? Yeah. My last job, I don't even remember. I smoked a lot of those memories away. I smoke a lot of weed. And I only dated men that smoked a lot of weed, too. Because I'm a Christian. I believe you got to be equally yoked with your nigga. You know what I mean? That's biblical. I can't be poached and he's, you know? That's biblical. This is a good weed. I've been watching Trump lately. A lot. He was in LA recently looking at wall samples and shit.
Wall samples.
He was.
We're building this wall. Yeah. And I know you're all wondering how we're going to pay for this wall. Well, we're going to go to Home Depots all over the nation. I have a plan. Going to go to all the Home Depots. We're going to hire all the Mexicans in the Home Depot parking lots. That's the plan. That's called ironing people. Learned about it in 4th grade, Miss Jones' class. She's a great woman.
I'm working on my impersonations. The next one, I want to do Trap Maya Angelou. You know?
She used to be a dancer.
Because she was ratchet as fuck. All these black leaders. Do we have any black leaders anymore? Do we need a leader? How come niggas need leaders? Why? Why is that a thing? I don't even know where this is going. Victor, your teleprompter needs to be brought up. Your eye line. Do you care anything about that?
I should. You're right.
Why you don't have a teleprompter? You could put another iPad right there and it could be a teleprompter.
That's the truth.
Eric.
Y'all need a girl. I'm the only girl here. Like, what if... This is scary. This is really scary.
Hashtag
scary.
Hashtag me too.
I have all the power. So white people think racism in America is over because we had a black president and a black bachelorette. And little white kids be dabbing on Instagram and shit. We got black emojis now. But the default emojis are still white. Do y'all realize that? Just like the default settings of America. Still white. You can't even make the emoji family black. Did you know that? On the iPhone, try to make the family black. Try to make the couple black. They are not promoting the black family. I don't know why you can make the police black. You can make the nurse black. Everybody. I think that's crazy. Because I had a family. I had a daddy and shit. I don't know why I'm so fucked up. Because I really did have a good daddy. I'm not fucked up. Oh shit. So yeah, we were talking about racism in America. White people, you want to prove you're not racist with this little game of Would You Rather? White people, would you rather have a gay son or a daughter that only sucked black dick? Which would you rather? Guess that's rhetorical. If it helps out any, the gay son only sucks black dick. Oh man, this weed is good, baby. I want kids, but I smoke a lot of weed. Like the minute I have to choose between buying weed and buying formula, what the fuck? Really rough decision. But if I have a girl, I've already picked out a name, Sativa. Baby.
Oh,
right?
so
That's
pretty.
beautiful, isn't it? Baby Sativa. I can't afford kids. I feel like, you know, and my eggs are, I'm 18 to 35, so they're, I feel like they're stuck together like a can of Fruity Altoids you left under your car seat all summer long.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah. Oh, my ovaries. Last call. I'm done. Oh, man. Yeah. depressing being in LA. It's expensive.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta have a lot of side hustles. Like right now, I'm a stand-up comic and an alcoholic, so those are.
It's a wash.
Yeah. Oh man, that's the truth. At any point, I feel like somebody's gonna call my mom and tell her I overdosed. Ma'am, it was a lethal concoction of Crown Royal and a Plan B pill. We also found 6 bags of kettle corn. Get the help she needs, please. Well, I don't know. I think I'm done.
Guys, make some fucking noise, Dicey! You always have the best style.
Oh, thank you.
Like, I don't know how to dress myself. I'm retarded. I barely get this shit on. I'm wearing like boots with this. I'm dumb, you know. But you, like, look at you. You are just fashion. Like, talk about Met Gala.
I do what I can.
Last time we talked, we were both on the same network. You had a show there about clothing as well. Like, I always dug that shit. You know, I'm really happy that you're back on. What you been up to since we last saw each other?
Well, I've been still doing stand up. You know, that's like the only thing I've been faithful to.
Yeah.
In life.
Stand up. How long now?
7 years.
What?
Or something like that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, give or take a couple blunts.
Right around 2012 or so.
Couple blunts.
Right around 2012. Yeah. Yeah, it's almost how long I've been doing that shit.
Yeah.
You killing this. I mean, where are you from again?
Texas.
We're both from Texas,
Lord.
guys.
Yeah,
I'm from Dallas.
I'm from Dallas.
We're both from Dallas.
Yeah, I'm from
We
DeSoto.
probably talked about this last time, but I'm fucking high as shit.
I was on your show on my birthday.
Right?
Yeah.
Sometime last year. And like it's barely coming back to us now.
That was fun. That was fun bringing in my new year, like on a show, smoking free weed for my birthday. It was great.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
So how long you been out here from Dallas?
Oh shit, like 15 years.
Really? And it still feels new, doesn't it?
It feels new. I feel like I'm on vacation every day. You know? Yeah.
That's what it is. It's beautiful. Even on like dreary days and shit. Like at least you got palm trees. Like everything looks like a fucking Instagram picture around here.
Yeah.
How long you been out here, Ashton?
Like 14, 15 years.
Same, huh?
Yeah.
Wow, man.
Yeah.
There's 2 very funny comedians here, guys. And I mean, seriously, I really love it that you guys are both done right here. From Dallas. You wanted to come out here and do comedy?
I wanted to come out here and write, and I kind of got into comedy.
Writing
for
movies?
some famous comics.
For comics?
Yeah.
Oh.
Doing some stuff, and then they were always like, "You should be doing this. Why?" You know, and I just ignored the voice telling me that stand-up was what I needed to be doing, or like, you know, what was gonna make me happy. I don't know if I need to do it or not.
Well, had you tried anything like in front of people whenever you were writing?
No.
It's a whole different thing, isn't it?
No, I just feel like, no, I didn't.
Right.
I just talk about like how I see my perspective on things. Like it's my inner monologue.
It's the performing part that really gets you, right? I mean, that's the real big step right there.
Well, I was a theater major, so
really?
that wasn't that. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I was a thespian.
Thespian? Yeah, actress. Oh yeah. I mean, though that's the reading the fucking scripts and shit like that. Oh god, I'm illiterate. You know, I need things read to me. I'm fucking retarded.
That's my job now is reading. Well, like I work in development at this production company, which is real cool.
Really?
And stand-up took me there. Stand-up got me that job.
This production company, huh?
It's really cool. And we just did a movie with Will Smith and Kenan Thompson from Saturday Night Live.
I love that guy.
We did one with him. All that stuff is about to come out, so it's real cool. It's exciting to be like, you know, kind of at this new company and helping to.
Did you get to meet them? Really cool.
Yes, they're all very cool.
Really? Oh man, that's badass. Yeah. I've been following Kenan Thompson since like fucking all that, you know, Nickelodeon. That's like the kids' version of Saturday Night Live. You know? I think they do a little less drugs behind the scenes.
Probably more.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Is there anything you got coming up you want to talk about?
Shit, no.
Anything at all? I mean, I just want to talk to you more. I mean, fucking. You said you wanted to have kids now.
Yeah, I want to. I mean, I'm really old, so I gotta do it soon. If I'm gonna do it. That's why I got on glasses, because this is in HD and shit. That's the HD iPad over there.
Is that what that is? Yeah, you feel the clock ticking, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, they're not all they're chalked up to be, you know, but they're not that hard to do.
I heard. Janet had one at 50.
50? Yeah, you know, it doesn't matter.
I'm not doing that shit.
No, not 50? They're cool. What, by the time they get out of high school, you'd be 80? It's whatever. Something like that.
That's disrespectful.
How does that work?
That's disrespectful to your kids.
Yeah. Yeah, to be that old at that age. Yeah, you want to be able to do things with them.
Yeah.
I feel you. You want to, yeah. I mean, right, my kid right now, I'm lazy. I need to play with him more. He's getting to that age now. He's wanting to run and shit. 17 months.
Oh, yeah.
He's barely figuring it out.
When are you going to stop counting the months?
Oh, no. I think at 2 years. I think that's the rule.
64 months.
Right.
Nuh-uh. Okay, I took
No, don't do that.
Man, Dicey. You're fucking awesome.
Thank you. You too. I really love this garage. You know?
Really?
This is a much better feel, actually.
Really?
Than the other one.
What about that?
Yeah.
I mean, without naming their name or whatever.
Yeah, because
like,
we don't even need to give them nothing.
That shit, how it developed, right? I mean,
some people just have all the privilege and don't know what to do with it. That's it. It's like you know, some black men with big dicks have no idea what to do with them. It's very disappointing.
It's just a tool.
And whenever like you know, your show, you're gonna keep it going, right?
Yeah, and when I have time to again, I'm gonna start back up with that. But this job is kind of taking up a lot of my time. And then I take care of my great aunt. She's 87.
Oh,
she lives with me.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
And what's her name?
Betty. She's
Betty?
crazy as fuck. If anybody watches my Instagram stories, you'll see her on there.
Check out Dicey's Instagram, y'all.
Yeah, at Dicey approved.
Well, guys, make some fucking noise for Dicey. That was awesome. Yeah. There he is. There we go. Nomad Joe.
I'm chilling with my girl yesterday. Had a picnic at the lake. Our anniversary. Oh yeah. She told me not today. They made the bitch lips on her face. Said no, have no way. You crazy. And then she said, good try, you were such a good guy. I had such a good time lately. And then she said, goodbye, one last pick in my good side. I think this is a good sign to take a break. I guess I gotta suck it up, get tough and think. Cause there's so many fish in the sea. A simple goldfish is for me. Hey, with so many fish in the sea. A simple goldfish is for me. Why would I buy the bang up bang tickets? Why you wanna play this game? Why would I buy the bang up bang tickets? Why you wanna play this game? She loves me. She loves me not. She cold-blooded. She play with my heart because she loves me. She loves me not. She loves me not. She loves me just like a jellyfish. And you seem so innocent, but your sting burns like a bitch. Oh yeah. And now I feel like a fly, trapped in your web of lies. I've been here several times. It's no shame, but darling, this ain't bad news. You just made a bad move. Now you're stuck with bad voodoo, but hey. And I feel so bad for you. You had such a bad view. Sorry if you're in a bad mood. So what? Girl, you better suck it up and get tough like me. Cause there's so many fish in the sea. A simple goldfish is for me. Hey, with so many fish in the sea. A simple goldfish is for me. Why would I buy the bang up bang tickets? Why you a simple goldfish is for me? Why would I buy the bang up bang tickets? A simple goldfish is for me. Same mistake, different girl. I've already been around this block, I'm trying to see the world. But I guess it's time to face reality. My feelings is like gravity, cause when I actually think how they bring me down. Don't to the earth, lower than dirt, I'm rubbing with no burns. I try to play like single school, but inside I yearn for my turn. Will I ever find a love that's true? You are fired. I never thought that I could feel this blue, but you do it. Play me like a tuba, yeah. It's funny how you made the game, but you turned out the loser. There is no future in us. We will only end up in disgust. So it's quicker just to cut these strings out of an orchestra. Cause every move we make is feeling like I'm forcing you. And it's so torturous, I'm trying to build this fort for us. On top of a bomb, but in the end it's only gonna self-destruct. But now I know what. Cause there's so many fish in the sea. A simple goldfish is for me. Hey, with so many fish in the sea. A simple goldfish is for me. Why would I rise up and up and get it? Why you wanna play this game with me? Why would I rise up and up and get it? Why you wanna play this game with me? She loves me. She loves me not. She cold-blooded. She play with my heart cause she loves me. She loves me not. She loves me not. She loves me not. Cause she loves me. She loves me not. She cold-blooded. She play with my heart cause she loves me. She loves me not. She loves me not. Hey, hey, hey.
Woo! Yeah!
Yeah! Alright, now on this last one right here, I'm gonna need y'all participation if y'all don't mind. If I could get the High Tonight Show participation.
Yes, sir.
All I need y'all to do is when the chorus come up, it's a constant chant. It says, where do we go? That's all we gotta do is say, where do we go? As loud as you can one time. Let's do this.
Open up my eyes and wipe the shame off my face. I can tell you all about it, but today's a new day. I'm breaking through this glass, leaving the past behind me. And I gotta make this last, whatever the past is lightning. But this is our journey, and wherever it leads me, I guess that's where you'll see me. Cloudy, young life's a party. You are who you are, don't think you nobody. From the concrete, they say the rose could grow. But first you gotta know where we go. What a day, what a day. This is your life, only you decide your fate. From the pitch black night, a bright light will glow. But first you gotta know where we go. Have you ever been so down on life that you frown at a friend that your smile ain't like it? Well, homie, this the big payback. James knew something about pain. The funny thing about rain is that it's a gift. Doing specific shit that can either show you or help you, depending which way you shift when it hits. Rips you all to pieces. I hope you've been saving your strength, cause now's the time you need it with your back to the wind. Run as hard as you can, then take off. Don't worry about where you're landing. Caution to the world, you're the palm. Atomic, you gotta keep it up, and there ain't nothing that can stop it. Cause it's so much to do, so much to see. And now it's fuck anyone who don't love me. It's probably better for you if you let them go. Cause some people, they'll never know. Wherever we go, die, your life's a party. You are who you are, don't think you nobody. From the concrete, they say a rose could grow. But first you gotta know where we go. What a day, this is your life, only you decide your fate. From the pitch black night, a bright light will glow. But first you gotta know where we go. My parents placed me, just had a lesson thinking he had what it takes to be an entertainer. They say that my attention was deficit, whatever that meant, I never came to terms with accepting it. It was the lessons that the teachers was forced to teach, relying on curriculums, but the kids were sick of them, like funky classes which we skipping on. But I hope you're listening to the shit I'm kicking. He's ready to get rid of it. Stop putting the parents to feel children within them, just accept them and let them be creative. You never know how much you'll grow until you break free of the days, because the whole world loves you when you're crying alone, but hates you when you start to know. We go. Party, your life's a party. You are who you are, don't think you nobody. From the concrete, they say a rose could grow. First you gotta know, man, where we go. What a day. This is your life, only you decide your fate. From the pitch black night, a bright light will glow. But first you gotta know where we go. Yeah. Woo! Woo!
Hey. High Tonight Show, man. Thank you guys.
Nomad Joe! Dude, you killed it. All right, High Tonight Show. episode 10. That's a wrap. Thank you so much. Channel 310 every week, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. Have a good night. We'll see you later.
The first time I had an edible, dude, I had a firecracker. You know what a firecracker is? You take a graham cracker, you put whole fat peanut butter, the fattiest peanut butter, natural shit, right? With the oils. And you get fucking an eighth, a whole eighth, and you finally grind that up. You grind that up twice. And you put it in the peanut butter, another graham cracker, you sandwich that, put it in the oven, I don't know, 180 for about 40 minutes, 30 minutes. You take it out, it tastes like shit. Tastes like absolute shit. But the rule with edibles is the shittier they taste, the stronger they are. And man, I was gone for 8 hours, ladies and gentlemen. And you turn into an alternate being. Alright? You start floating, you hover above the ground. You know what I'm saying? You start like thinking that you're a god. You ever focus on the Wi-Fi to make it go faster? That's some real high, edible, godly shit to do.